L-Excellenza Sangeeta Bahadur waslet Malta riċentament. Twildet ġo Kalkata u gradwat fl-ekonomija u l-Ingliż. Hija naqdet mas servizz barrani Indjan fis-sena 1987 u serviet f'missjonijiet diplomatiċi ġo Spanja, il-Bulgarija, il-Messiku, il-Belġju, ir-Renju Unit u l-Belarus. L-Excellenza hija awtriċi popolari ta' fantażija eroika. It-triloġija ta' kodba magħrufin bħala Kal irċevew apprezzament kbir mis-segwaċi tagħha madwar id-dinja. Hija miżżewġa ma' Perit li huwa awtur ukoll u hija ta' żewġ tibniet.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for welcoming us to your home.
Thank you for taking the time and coming. I'm so grateful that you've decided to introduce me to your viewers as a newcomer to Malta.
Thank you very much. How long have you been here?
Just about 5 months now. But as I was mentioning to you earlier, it seems much shorter because we had to change house and everything. So we've been in this house for just over a month and we're still sort of settling down.
I was fascinated to read about your career. Can you tell us something about your previous postings and also your background in India?
I have a rather unusual background in the sense that unlike a lot of other Indians who have lived their entire lives in a particular city or a particular state, I have not done that. My father was also in government service, so every 3 years we would pull out our roots and move somewhere. So I've grown up all over the country. So I'm one of the unique breed of Indians who are just Indians. So that way I've been educated all over the place, and but of course I spent a lot of time in Mumbai. So I did my college, university from there, and then I took the civil services exams also from Mumbai, and got my preferred service, which is the Indian Foreign Service. And after that I have my first posting was to Spain, because I'm not sure how it happens in Malta, but once you join the Indian Foreign Service, you are allocated a language which you have to learn and pass an exam and all that. So I was allocated Spanish. So I went to Spain to learn the language, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know if you've been to Spain, but it's such an amazing, delightful country and such wonderful people. I still have very warm memories from that. After that, I went back to India for a couple of years, got married, had my first baby, and then we moved to Bulgaria from there. Bulgaria again proved to be very interesting. It was going through the post-Soviet dissolution phase, so it was interesting in a lot of ways, but we had fun. We made some very good friends, had a beautiful house, brought up our child there. Then from there we went straight to Mexico. That is where my second daughter was born, and we had again quite a beautiful country. Mexico City reminded me a lot of Delhi, so it was almost like being at home. People again very kind, and I got to practice my Spanish again, which was very nice. Otherwise you tend to lose a language. Then from there again we went back to India for a spell. Next posting was Belgium, which was fine. The work was very interesting because I was dealing with the EU part of the work. So it was interesting, but the city was a little boring. I must say, to me it always looked like an overgrown village. On the personal front it was not, I would say, as interesting as my other postings till then. Then I went back again to India, spent a longish time this time, about 6 years, and then was posted to London, heading the Indian Cultural Center there, which is our flagship cultural center. We have several around the world, but that's the oldest and the biggest. So spent a lovely almost 4 years there, and from there then again I went back to India because my husband is based there, so I had to keep sort of going back for a while. And then from there I was posted to Belarus as ambassador, and now I'm here. So Belarus again, I must say, turned out to be a very, very interesting posting. When I went there, things were very calm and very settled and nothing much happening, although it's a beautiful city, Minsk, unlike what a lot of Europeans think. It's a lovely, lovely place to be, and I still miss it. Wonderful people again, made a lot of good friends, and it was really a very, very comfortable, very nice posting. But then, as you're aware, things started happening in the last 1 year, 1.5 years. It has not been, very calm and peaceful. And around the time when I was leaving, things were just heading to a climax. And I felt lucky that I left for Malta when I did, because had I delayed it by even 1 more month, I might not have been able to come here at all, because various things happened, as you know. And Malta, yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. As you see, I found this lovely house, and the fact that there is the sea here and it's so hilly, very different from Belarus, because 2 things that were missing there: one was the sea, second, it was a flat country, totally flat. So it was very after a while, it sort of, you wondered what to look at, because there was no texture to the land as such. But
you've got the lovely weather here also.
Yes. Although I must confess that I'm more of a cold weather person. Kind of a person. So I used to love the snowy winters in Minsk. But I'm told that the winter here is also very pleasant. So I'm waiting for that.
Thank you very much. What are your first impressions of Malta?
Small, definitely. It's like a little jewel in the middle of the sea. And when I first went around the city looking at, like Valletta and Mdina and all that, it was like stepping back into time. And it was so amazing. The way you've conserved your heritage, it's like awesome. I think we really, in India, we need to learn a few things from you, because we have so much of architectural wealth that we don't value it. So unfortunately, except for the really bigger pieces of history that we have conserved, there are so many palaces, forts, old buildings, old residences, etc., which really, with beautiful paintings and whatnot, but they're just being allowed to disintegrate, because there's just too much, and we are unable to do what you have done to your heritage. So it's a beautiful, beautiful country. I like the people. They are very warm, very helpful, outgoing. I love the sea surrounding it, and I love the fact that it's so easy and your ministers and everybody, high officials, they are all so approachable. So it's very easy to work here. Plus the fact that there is a large Indian community, like unlike in Belarus, where in the entire country there were 100 Indians, including families. Here we have now between 8,000 to 10,000 people by unofficial estimates. And it's a very different ballgame, so the kind of community work that you need to do, consular responsibilities, etc. It's very different from Belarus and many of my other postings as well. So it's a new experience for me, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Illum iltqajna mal-Eċċellenza is-Sinjura Sangeeta Bahadur, il-High Commissioner tal-Indja li waslet Malta riċentament. X'esperjenza għandkom mal-Indjani li jgħixu fostna? Ibgħat il-kummenti tiegħek permezz tal-WhatsApp. Fil-ġimgħat li ġejjin inkomplu din l-intervista kif ukoll servizzi oħra mill-High Commission tal-Indja ġewwa Santa Venera u kultura mal-komunità Indjana ġewwa Malta. Għal aktar informazzjoni dwar avvenimenti, żuru is-sit elettroniku